Sonic the Hedgehog might be the fastest thing alive, but he isn't completely perfect. He does have this one weakness, and it's not the chili dogs, it's water. He cannot swim. And in this video, we're going to be building the water feature and the bridge for the LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog set. Before I begin, guys, I just want to point out that I am also active on the community tab here on the YouTube channel. I do all sorts of things, from posting pictures to my latest projects, as well as polls which will affect the Twitch and YouTube channel. So please do spend a couple of minutes checking out all my community posts, and of course, enjoy the video. So we're going to be opening bag 2 of the Sonic the Hedgehog LEGO set, and it looks like we do have 2 different bags inside, first and foremost. So, let me open up the first one. There we go. And there will be a lot of clear blue cases in this bag, so don't be afraid about anything right now. So I'm going to start out the first set, and then work my way around organizing the second set. Okay, so I have now finished off sorting all the pieces from the big bag. I've still got the little ones left to do right here, but I'll be coming to that in a moment. First of all, I just thought it would be important to explain what I've got here. So first of all, I got some red 1x2 with the crosses on them, and same with the blacks right here. For the blacks, I've got some 1x2s, tiles right here, but they have some hands on the side, which will probably be for holding the bridge together on both sides across the water. And now I'm going to move on to these light brown 1x1s. They're the same as from the first video. Go and check out the card in the top left of the top right of the screen. And I've also got some very big 1x2 towering pieces right here, which will probably be for some of the land pieces of the build. I've also got some normal brown 1x1s here, as well as some L's, and some tile 2x4s right here. And I've also got a 1x4 tile right here as well. I've also got these little cross pieces right here for the build. I'll show you guys what I've got. It's this. There we go. And I've also got some light brown 2x4s here and a 1x4 right here. Now I've got a grayish brown 1x8 2 of these right here, which I'm not sure what they're going to be for yet, but I'm sure that will become clear later on in the video. I've also got a dark blue 1x2 tower piece here. I've also got a towering a 4x4 blue tile right here. Then I've got a long 2x8 light blue cerulean blue tile piece here, followed by 2 1x6 cerulean blue pieces. And we've also got some 1x4 see-through blue tiles as well, which I believe are going to be used for the water. So with the first of the tiles pieces sorted, I'm now going to put them aside also in color order so that I can work on the second bag, because from what I've been reading on the instructions so far, it looks like I'm going to be working with some of these tiles as well. Forgot to mention with the big bag that I also got these 2 white 1x2 bricks here with the circular holes in the middle of them, so they will be important later on in the build. I've also got these black 2x6 pieces here with 4 pegs on the side right here, which we're going to be using for later in the build. I've also got some, well, after I've done that, I've opened up the first of the small bags. And what I've got is 4 see-through light blue 1x2 pieces right here. I've got 4 here with pegs, and I've got 4 without pegs. So those pieces are now sorted. And I've also got lots and lots of little tile pieces as well. So we've got a lot of light brown 1x1s right here. And I've also got some browns here as well. I haven't counted how many are on each one because I feel like it would just take too much time and it wouldn't be worth it. And I've also got some circular brown 1x1 tiles right here. And I've also got these very black round circular poles, which I believe we're going to be using for the bridge later on in the build. But that is later. Coming up next, I'm going to be showing you the end results of the next couple of steps from the instruction booklet. Starting off with step 27 of the build. Okay, so I've done up to step 29 of the build, and it was really easy. First of all, I started off with the black 2x6 with the 4 side pegs right here. And then I applied a light brown brick 1x1 right here to start off. Then I grabbed 4 brown 1x1 tiles and 2 light brown 1x1 tiles right here. And all I have to do is put them on top of each other like so. And then fit it so that we got a nice checkered pattern right here for the side. And then for step 29 of the build, I have put on a red 1x2 with a cross in the middle, and then a black 1x2 with the very same shape on it. And that is it for up to step 29, but I'm going to do step 30 right here on the recording. So I grab another 2x6 and place it underneath the red and black 1x2s. Then I grab another one of these and place it on top. Perfectly assembled. So now, with step 30 over and done with, I'm now going to move on to step 31 and work on my way up to step 33. Okay, so a quick note from me, a little oops moment on my part. I mixed up the red and the black 1x2 crosses back to forth, so I've managed to put them in the right places. So it should be the black on this side and the red on the innermost part of the model. And after that, before assembling that step together, I've done the same like it did on step 28 of the build, where I grabbed 2 1x1 tiles of brown and light brown and put them on top of each other to get this pattern. Then for step 32, I grabbed another 1x2 black cross right here, and another red 1x2 black cross here, and then I grabbed some brown 1x1 tiles here and here to help out with the checkered illusion. And then I grabbed the blue towering 1x2 right here and placed it right behind the red cross 1x2 tower section right here. So with that over and done with, I'm now going to move on to step 34 and 35 of the build, where we're going to be working on more of the layout, the design on the side of the stage. Okay, so before I show off the full assembly of the 35th step of the model, I just thought I'd show you guys what it was exactly that I had to do. So first of all, I had to create 4 of these little pieces right here. So it's 2 light brown 1x1 tiles and then a brown 1x1 tile here, stacked on top of each other like so. And then I apply it on this slot right here. Go, and I have to do 4 of those sequences right here on the model. Then I grab another, I have to make 2 of these. It's 2 brown 1x1 tiles with a light brown 1x1 tile on top like so. And then I place it right here, on both sides. So it is kind of like a symmetrical build of such. Then for the 35th step of the build, I grabbed the brown 2x4 tile right here. But I did this first because it was a lot easier to do, and it would probably help out with the stability of the model. Then we need to apply this light brown 1x4 right here next to the 2x4 that we just placed. And it should be seen like this right now. Now, I would have done step 36 of the build, but it involves me going through this. So that's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, so we've now sorted out the last little bag for the LEGO set. Big bag 2. And we've got some lime green 1x1 tiles with pegs on the side right here. We've also got some 1x2 tiles here in lime green and little 1x1 curved tiles here. So it's going to be probably for the scenery later on. We've also got, in the green color is style here, more normal green 1x1 pegs with pegs on the side, 1x2s right here. And then we've got some light brown 1x2 tiles right here at the top, which I'll put to the side. Then I've also got some khaki green 1x2 curved tiles right here. I've got 8, I believe, and I believe we're going to be using those for the bridge on that Sonic runs across. I've also got some circular 1x1 khaki green tiles right here. A couple of brown tubes, 1x1 tubes right here. And some 1x1 mini, tile slopes in see-through blue right here. And if you're wondering if this bag also comes with Chaos Emeralds, ta-da! There it is. It's absolutely brilliant, guys. So I'm going to get started on the next step. Let's sort this out. I've now done up to step 38 of the build, and what I did was, for step 36, I had to grab 2 of these lime 1x1 tiles with pegs on the side and place them on both ends of the stage right here and here. Then I grabbed a lime green 1x2 and put it in between those 2 pegs, those 2 tiles that I already put on beforehand. That was the easy step. And then right behind it, right here, on top, is a normal brown 2x4 tile right there. So it's kind of looks like this now. And of course, on top of before I did the 38th step, for step 37, I had to grab 2 1x1 tiles of light brown and normal brown each, and I had to put the light browns on top of the dark browns as such, as you can see here, and again here. Hopefully we will have a little more stability on the model in the later step, but this is what it is right now. And then for step 38, I grabbed a green 1x2 right here, and lime green 1x1 tiles with pegs on the side here, and again here. And then to help keep everything steady on the top side is 2 light brown 1x2s here and here. It's a lot more stable right now that I can feel, but hopefully it will be a little bit stronger later on in the build when I move on through step 39, 40, and 41. Okay, so I've now done up to step 41. For step 39, if you remember, I recalled the yellow 1x2 right here, this piece right here. We now know its intended purpose, which is to help support the next step, which is step 40. Yep, definitely step 40. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I also had to apply a towering light brown 1x2 right here in the middle of these, I should say, out of sync square tiles. So hopefully this will keep everything nice and steady. And of course, step 40, I've got 2 more lime green 1x1 tiles with pegs on the sides here and here. So all I have to do now is apply this tile, these things are always my favorite when I do these on the YouTube channel. So this is what it should look like now. And for step 41, I had to grab, well, what I did was grab the navy blue 4x4 right here, and the cyan blue 2x8 here, and I put the 4x4 underneath the very middle of the 2x8 right here, where it's at least 2 pegs. It's 4 pegs in the very center, so there should be at least a 2x2 peg gap underneath as such. And with step 41 now complete, I'm now going to move on to the next couple of steps of the build. I have now completed the model up to step 44. Yep, definitely 44. So first of all, step 42 was these black 2x6s with the 4 pegs on the side, top side, right here. So we're going to be building another hill in a moment, guys. But first of all, I'm going to explain what I did. I just grabbed each one and placed it underneath the navy blue 2x8 from the gaps. Then I grabbed the 1x6 cyan blue tiles right here on both ends, so that one starts here and works its way across to cover the navy blue 4x4, and the same again on the other side as such. Then I grabbed, for step 44, the see-through blue tiles. So I started from this side here and then worked my way to the right, which is easy. So this is a perfect foundation piece when you're going to be building this step of the model. I grabbed a 1x4 see-through tile with no pegs on, then a 1x2 tile with pegs on here, then one without here, and then another 1x4 here, followed by a 1x2 and a 1x2. Now, on the other side, I had to do it in a clockwork manner, so instead of the next 1x2 with pegs on here, it's here, then the one without the pegs is here, then the 1x4, the one with pegs, the one without, and then the 1x4 right here. So if you don't know how to go through this step, check the instruction booklet so that you do have a bit of a reference. Entirely, this is optional how you want to do this step. I'm just following the instructions. You can do it like, say, crisscross-wise, but it's all up to you guys. Just let me know what you've done on your model. Ooh, it would be greatly appreciated. But right now, I'm going to move on to the next couple of steps, which will be up to 47. I have now completed up to step 47 of the build, and step 45, it was really easy, but the instructions did say to use 3 of these slope 1x1 tiles right here, but what I did was I used all 4 of them so that it gives off a bit of a more aesthetic feel to it, and otherwise it would just be a waste just to put one in my spare bits crate, which honestly I just don't want to do. And once I've done assigning these tiles however I want it, I then grabbed a towering light brown 1x2 right here and put it in the very middle, right next to the 2x8 slope tile piece right here. Now, step 47 of the build, it's an easy one. It should look something like this, but I'll show you what I had to do. I had to grab 2 light brown 1x1 tiles and put them on top of each other first. Then I did the same again with the brown 1x1 tiles and put them on top of the light brown pieces as such. Then for the third part of the step, I grabbed 2 light brown 1x1s and a brown 1x1 and put it on top of each other like so. And then this should be the end result of this tower. And then you apply it on both sides as such. And that is it for step 47. And now I'm going to move on to step 48, 49, and hopefully 50. Okay, so I've now done up to step 50 of the build, but I haven't done the full assembly yet because I wanted to show you guys exactly what it is that I've done. So for step 48 of the build, I had to grab the white 1x2 tiles right here with the circle in the middle. then, and of course fit it with a little brown stick right here like this. If you're a little confused as to what size it should be, give the instruction booklet a read, guys, because this is a great reference on what you're going to need. And once I've fitted that piece right through the white 1x2 brick, I then grabbed a red 1x2 brick with a cross inside the middle and fitted it in to the white. Then the same again with a black 1x2 black with a cross in it. And that's it. So it should look something like this. And the assembly is just easy in the middle as such. Alright, and then for step 49 of the build, it is this section right here. A little loose, I should say, my part. So what I did was I grabbed two brown 1x1 tiles like these and put them together. Then I did the same with the light brown 1x1 tiles right here, and then I put a brown 1x1 tile on top to help create the illusion of the checkered pattern. And then just put it on like so. Nice and easy. And then for step 50 of the build, it's the exact same, but with the different colors. So at the bottom, it's the light brown 1x1s, like these. And then on top, it is the brown 1x1s with another light brown 1x1 on top. And then we just put it on top as such. And that's it. So that's step 49, up to 50 done. So I'm going to do step 51 and 52 on the screen to show you guys what you have to do. You're to grab two of these light brown 1x1 bricks and brown 1x1 bricks, and then put the light browns on top of the browns, like so. And then put them, oh, actually, it's supposed to be this way. Go, and then put them on as such. There we go. And the assembly is done. So 51 is now complete. We're now going to move on to step 52, which we grab the white brick here and then pop in that I'm pretty sure it's 5 centimeters. I'm not really sure the length of it. Find out another day. Then the red 1x2, the cross in between, and then the black 1x2, again with the cross, and then place it on top, like so. And it's all stable and secure now. So with step 52 over and done with, I'm now going to move on to the next step, step 53, where we're going to work on more of the hill. Okay, so I've now completed step 53 and 54, but before I carry on, I thought I'd show you guys exactly what I had to do first and foremost. So for step 53, I grabbed the light brown 2x4 tile and placed it on top of the light brown piece as such. And then I grabbed the brown 1x4 tile and put it in a horizontal position, linking everything together. Then for step 54, I grabbed the green 1x1 with the peg on the side on both sides, here and here. And then in between those the gap was another green 1x2 right here. And of course underneath, right here, it should be another 2x4 light brown. But I thought I'd show you guys what I did first before putting it on the model. So, because the tiles would be covered. So that's what it should look like after step 54. Step 55, it is the same as step 54 with the greens. Lime green 1x1 pegs here and here. Here, with the pegs on the side, and then a 1x2 lime green right here in the middle to fill up the gaps. Then you grab the brown L's right here, and then you place them on top, like so, where the gaps are filled by the light brown 1x2 tower. So that step is now over and done with, step 55. Then for step 56, it's just a matter of placing a green 1x2 right here in the middle, then a 1x1 peg on both sides. And that's it. Step 56 is over and done with. So with that over and done with, I'm now going to move on to step 57, 58, and 59, where we're going to be working on the bridge itself. To start off building the bridge for this display, we have to start off with building a foundation to it. And the foundation for this step is a khaki green 1x8 right here, where it will have the 1x2 curved tiles. Here's on top of it, I've got 4 of these, and it has to be, well, the pegs have to be covered by the 1x2s for the 1x8, otherwise it's just going to look inconsistent. So make sure that none of the pegs are missed out when you're doing this step. Then, for step 59, it's just a matter of popping these underneath the khaki green 1x8. So that it creates the illusion of a bridge. A wooden bridge. There we go. And that's it. This is what it should look like. And now we're going to move on to step 60, where we're going to use one of these little black rods to start forming the core of the bridge. And all we gotta do is plug them in, each one. Nearly done. And this is step 60 of the stage display completed. So now I'm going to work on the bridge and move on to step 61 and carry on up to 63. Okay, so step 61, 62, and 63 are now over and done with. So starting off with step 61, I had to grab the black 1x2 tiles with the hands on the side and clip them onto the beginning ends of the bridge right here and here, so that it helps make it a little more stable when you're building the model. Then on top of each one of those, I grabbed a brown 1x1 cylinder tube and filled, practically slipped it into each of the pipes where the black 1x2, these tiles are holding on to the model. Then step 63, it's really easy, just grab the other two 1x2 with the hands and then attach them to the bridge again. So with that over and done with, I'm now going to move on to step 64 and work my way up to step 66. Okay, so steps 64, 65, and 66 are all over and done with. So steps 64 and 65, it's basically putting in the round circular 1x1 bricks in between the bridges right here. So it should look something like this. And it should be making sure that at the top of each end is filled by a... is showing a little bit of the black rods from earlier onto the model, model, sorry. And step 66 is basically the same as steps 57, 58, and 59, and there's really not much to say about it. So with that over and done with, I'm now going to do step 67 here on camera again, and show you guys what you gotta do. And this is how the model should look. Something for Sonic to run over and not get caught by the fish. Alright, so with that over and done with, I'm now going to start to get to work up to steps, from step 68 all the way up to 70. Okay, so I've now done up to step 70 of the model. It's basically finishing up with the rest of the pieces from the bag. So for step 68, I had to grab the 1x2s of each color of lime green and normal green on these sides right here. And then the 1x1s with the peg on the side, each here and here on both sides of the bridge. Then with the circular 1x1, the curved 1x1 tiles without the pegs on them, we just made it look like a nice curve, give it a curve look on the sides of this display. So it should look like this. If I can just turn it around. Just make sure that the curved parts are facing the bottom of the model, but the corners, the flat ends, are being on level with the rest of the model. So just put it on the just basically put it on the outsides where the arrows are pointing northwest or northeast, respectively. And of course, the curves are facing the inside of the model. And finally, for step 70, it's just basically building the rails for the bridge here. So each rail requires, pole for the rail requires a khaki green 1x1 circular tile like this, and a brown 1x1 circular tile like this, where the brown is on top of the khaki green, and then placed like that. And this is what bag number 2 should look like. Oh, and we almost forgot one important thing. The Chaos Emerald. And now Sonic has collected the second Chaos Emerald. And that is the end result of bag number 2 for the LEGO Ideas. I hope you enjoyed the video, and of course, if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified on all my latest videos. I post videos practically throughout the week, guys. So, happy gaming, and I'll see you on the next build in 2 weeks' time.